So it's the beginning of April and it's time for me to release another of my income reports. So this is the income report for March 2021 and it's starting to look interesting. So let's get into this. Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel again. It's the beginning of April and that means I have just completed my income report that I've submitted to my accountant for March, and as always I'll share that with you guys. So March sees the end of Q1 and it's a notoriously slow month in affiliate marketing, but yet I've still actually managed to do really well. In fact, I managed to get the highest affiliate income I've had this year so far of just over $8,000. Now what's looking really interesting is, like I say, we're in April now, we're beginning of Q2 and things are already starting to increase. So earnings per thousand on ad revenue is looking up, my Amazon affiliate sales are looking up, traffic is going up, and I have a few other affiliate projects that are really starting to come through and starting to show some results. So things are going to look interesting, certainly in Q2. I cannot wait for Q3 and Q4 this year. I think it's going to see some of the biggest earnings I've possibly ever had in my whole life, not just in my affiliate marketing journey, but possibly in my whole career. So I'll put together a presentation for you. These income reports do take forever to do. It's taken me nearly 3 days to put this together. I have so many different affiliate incomes coming in now from all over the place. Normally my accountant just takes care of it, but obviously to do these income reports, I need to do it. So please do me a favour, give this video a like if you enjoy it, leave a comment below. I was considering whether I should do income reports quarterly going forward, but for now I'll still stick to doing them monthly for as long as I can. If it gets to the point where it's taking me a week to put them together, I may have to do it quarterly. But for now, let's enjoy this one for March. Like I said, just over $8,000. Let me show you how that income's come in, how it's broken down, what expenses I've paid out, and how much I'm left with at the end of it. So let's get over to the computer now and we'll have a look. Okay, so here we are. We've quite a lot to get through today, so I will try and do this as quickly as possible. I do think it is worth watching all the way through if you have the time. I know these income reports are a little bit long because there's just so much information to pack into them, but I do think it is pretty beneficial and inspiring in some ways to actually look at some of these. And so let's get going. Let's have a look at the first slide. So you can see the total income was $8,018.67. It's in green, which means it is more than the previous month. Over $2,200 more income than it was in the previous month. Now I do these in dollars, even though I'm a UK affiliate marketer, basically because a lot of the incomes that I get in are in dollars. And it's just a lot easier rather than me convert everything back into pounds. And a lot of my YouTube audience is US based, so I think it's worth keeping to dollars. So you can see here my total expenses was $4,305. That is in red, which means I spent more than I did in the previous month. Total profit before tax, $3,713.55. Now you may think that's not a lot of profit when you've earned $8,000. However, you'll see from each slide, the investment I put back into my business is substantial. I could do nothing, sit back and hardly spend anything. I think my overall running cost is probably around $1,000 a month, and I would have $7,000 profit. Obviously, I want to grow my business. So you can see in the bottom corner there, $1,433.90 more in March than I did in February. So let's have a look at the first slide, and you can see here that pet website is number one. That's hutchoncage.com. A lot of you know that. So you see traffic was up, it's in green, 84,600 visitors to the site. That's 16% up on February. So March saw a nice steady increase. Now we also started to add some web stories. I'm experimenting with those. You can see in the bottom left-hand corner there, you can see that's what the front covers look like on these web stories. Now, if you've not seen them, I suggest you Google, have a look on YouTube, and you can see what the Google web stories are. Some people say they don't work. Some people say they're dead. In fact, they're only available in certain countries, but they're available in the US, and I have seen some really good successes from other websites, not my own, but other people's, and I was recommended that I give it a try. So I'm trying it. So far, it hasn't really brought any traffic in, but we've only got 11 of them posted. I want to get to about 30 or 50 before I can judge how successful they are. So we added no new articles in March. However, this week in April, I've added a ton of new content. So in April's income report, you're going to see a lot of articles added to this. However, some of the articles that I did add previously in February have really started to bring some traffic in. And you can see that the traffic is 1 year, 11 months old. So we're almost 2 years old on this site now. 347 articles published, 22 in draft. That's what I say. 22 new articles added there, but as of yet, they've not really been published, so they're not taking any much effect. So the growth we're getting is just a nice, steady growth from all the previous content that we've added. Now, if you take a look on the right-hand side, you see my spreadsheet. This is how I keep track of all my websites. If you would like a copy of this, I will leave a link in the description. You can use it on your website. It's just available to download from my website. Feel free to use it. And you can see in March here with some of the income. So we had $1,841 come in, made up from Amazon, an affiliate program. I'm sorry I've had to blank that out. It is one that I've only just started, so I don't want to release that information yet, because obviously, you know, I want to try target keywords for that affiliate program. And then you can see Mediavine, $1,280. Like I say, you can see the steady increase. Look at January, 873, February, 932, then a massive jump up in March. That's because number one, the traffic has gone up, and number two, the earnings per thousand, so the amount you get paid per thousand ads showing, has dramatically increased. And that will continue to do so throughout the rest of the year. So we should see these numbers increase on Mediavine. So you can see some of my outgoings here. There's just a little bit. So share hosting, $10. I split the cost of my hosting across all my sites. So I pay over $100 a month for hosting. And you can see, so I've apportioned $10 for this site. And then some images, $56 for content. I must have published one article or something. And then you can see the $140 there is for the web stories. So $215 in expenses. That means Hutch and Cage showed a profit of $1,625 in March. And you can see over the quarter, it's made $3,799 over the actual quarter. So January, February, and March. Now the bottom screenshot is from SERP Robot. And again, I'll leave a link in the description below if you want to go check that out. And you can see here, top 100, 245 articles published. I have, as you can see, 347, but I'm only tracking 245 because some of the other keywords and articles, to me, wasn't that relevant. They wasn't really worth tracking. These 245 are the main keywords I'm going after. And you can see 238 of them are actually indexed within the top 100. 223 are in the top 30. And 191 are in the top 10. And then you can see top 3, 245 keywords being tracked, 122 of them are in the top 3. So that's what I'm aiming to do. I'm aiming to get these 245. I'm trying to get more of them in the top 3 because that will see the traffic go from about 84,000. If we could get all those in the top 3, it would probably double that, maybe even triple that traffic number. So that is Hutch and Cage. So the next one is site number 2, which is my service, Keyword Care. Now you can see here we have a new service that we've put on the Pro plan, and that is including now a Skype or a video call with myself. So you get a 30 or 45 minute Skype call or Zoom call. I have even done a telephone call, but I think it is beneficial to do Skype calls because I can demonstrate and show things. So we do the normal keyword package, we look at the competition, we look at your website, and we come up with a keyword hit list of articles and titles and keywords you should be going after. And then we back this up. I do a video review of your website, so you've got that to keep forever. And then I also, like I say, have this new 30 to 45 minute call with you. So that is $299.99. It does take quite a lot of time. It's almost 2 or 3 days work for me to do one of those pro plans. So you can understand why it is nearly $300. Now, I don't really talk about traffic on this website because I don't really market it. I've got no blogs on there that is going to bring in organic traffic. This is all purely recommendations, YouTube, Facebook, etc. But it still did 1,313 visitors, which is 4% up on the previous month. Now, if you take a look at the spreadsheet, you can see the direct sales. So that is the orders of keywords. So I got $1,828 in orders. I don't have any ads on this website or anything, so that is the total income. And you can see there is a little bit of cost for hosting and there's a little bit of subcontractors that I've hired out. It's basically just somebody to help me keep track of orders and email responses to people, etc. And that is a total cost of $118. So it is a very profitable business, as you can see, $1,709 profit in March. So that means just shy of $4,000, $3,949 is the total profit from Keyword Care for the first quarter. So if you look at site number 3, this is what I call my high ticket item website. It's a website that I've not revealed the URL on because it is very, very competitive and all the products are very expensive products. So if I make some sales, the commission is pretty good, but it is competitive. I probably shouldn't even be trying to rank for it, but it is doing very, very well and I'm really pleased with that. Even though you can see traffic top left hand side, it's 5,000 page views in March, which was 7% down, 151 articles. 2 of them was published in March, so you can see not really pushed it with content just yet. 12 months old, and it's got some good months ahead. It's a little bit of a seasonal niche, and I didn't really think it was until last year, and I realised it actually is. And the season should really start from about April to October. So I think we are going to see some good numbers on this in the next 6 months. But I do certainly need to add some more content, and I'll try and add 10 more articles. They are very, very technical articles, so they're expensive to have written. You can only use a really qualified, experienced writer for this niche. So that's the reason I don't pump out hundreds and hundreds of articles on here. But like I said, this could be a highly profitable website. It needs backlinks. It is one. I use Stan Ventures. Again, I have an affiliate link in the description. If you want to use them, I will make a commission. So thank you very much. It is so competitive, this website could not rank without backlinks. It's as simple as that. There's no way you could just produce fantastic content and let it rank naturally. It just wouldn't do that. But you can see the nice steady growth on the chart in the bottom left-hand corner. So this is over a 12-month period. And you can see we had a big spike when one post went viral. But you can see it's just a nice general climb. So I'm very, very happy with this. And you can see on the right hand side the income. So we had $104 from Amazon, $99 from Ezoic, some usual expenses as you could imagine, $140 there. That'll have been from the 2 articles published in March. So the total expenses was $159, was $203. So we made a profit of $43.90. So you can see currently we are still at a loss. It's $1,746 loss. At the time of filming this, so at the end of Q1, it is still running at a loss. But like I say, this website is one that once it takes off, it should really, really bring in some income. Each sale on Amazon brings me about $30 or $40 per sale. So I only need 1 or 2 of those a day, and this is going to make some serious money. Now, it has had some issues ranking some of this content. It actually been indexed by Google. And you can see here in the bottom corner, I have 128 keywords being tracked. 96 of them are now in the top 100. Now, this for many, many months was down at about 50 or 60 keywords. Google would just not index this content, but it is now, and it's now up to 96. So I'm sure it'll won't take long, maybe 2 or 3 months, and we'll have the whole 128 indexed. You can see 73 in the top 30, 49 are in the top 10, and we have 27 in the top 3. So site number 4, my mega website, the one I keep talking about, or one I'm sure a lot of you tune in for. You can see his top left-hand corner, fantastic news. The traffic is starting to climb. So 1,115 page views. That's over 1,000 increase on February. We're now up to 318 articles, which is 72 published in March, or 72 articles in 1 month. Not bad going at all. 10 months old domain. However, the first article was only published 5 months ago. So technically, it's still, all the content is in the Google Sandbox. Technically, all the content is probably 3 months old, maybe 4 months old. There's just a few pieces of content that's 5 months old. So definitely still in the Google Sandbox. And again, this is one we're publishing web stories on. We've got 11 published now, but I have got another 29, I think it is, in draft. So we will have 30 or 40 web stories on this site, and I will bring you some news as soon as I have some traffic data to show you on them web stories. But you can see indexing in the top 100 is still low. So if you look at the bottom right hand corner, 298 articles published, but only 37 are in the top. Now, it is encouraging that we have some in the top 10. You can see there 22, and we have 9 in the top 3. So that is encouraging. And you can see the bottom right-hand corner, 507,000 words published in the first 5 months, which is incredible. My target was 1 million words for this website in a year, and it looks like we could get that done in about 8 or 9 months. So if you look at the spreadsheet on the right-hand side, you see 0 income. We've still not had any sales on there really yet. You can see the expenditure. The content writers is obviously my big expense, so 2,673. Some VA costs and some Google Web Story costs and Pinterest brought our total outlay to $3,342.65. So again, a huge investment in March, and that is a total investment of $9,500 in this site. Overall, I think we're at about close to $20,000 investment in here. So I am keeping an eye on it, but I'm sure you guys are as well. But don't worry, I have faith in the process, and this is just normal. We won't really see any good return for about 8 or 9 months, and then we'll start clawing some of our money back. It will take a while, but I'm pretty sure once this website starts to shoot up, it will bring in some serious cash. So this is website number 5. This is karlbrobin.com. This is the website. It's basically my homepage where I put all my affiliate links and my special offers and any videos that I do. And you can see we had an increase in traffic. We're up to almost 1,000 searches per month on karlbrobin.com. I basically just use it to add some video links and things like special deals. So Conversion AI was a big promotion that I went after, and you guys, a lot of you signed up for it, and I published a lot of information on my website about that. And you can also see in there in the bottom corner, I have a discount code currently for Link Whisper. So each month I am trying to put one special offer or deal on there. And at the minute, if you sign up to Link Whisper and use the referral code Karl, you'll get $20 saving on the price. So this is where I will keep you updated on all my deals and basically what's going on in my blogging journey. I can see from the spreadsheet here, I've blocked out a lot of my affiliate deals. Obviously, some of them I'm not able to share. So some of them I am contracted with a non-disclosure. So I can't show you exactly which companies are, what money I make, because maybe they offer a different affiliate deal to other people, and that might not be fair. So you can see here, though, I have still listed all my income. Now, there's not many bloggers out there that show you their affiliate income. Many show you their website income, but not everybody shows you their affiliate income. But I do, and you can see here, I made $3,776 across my whole affiliate marketing portfolio under the banner of karlbrobin.com. Now you can see we had a few expenses here. My accountant fee is one of the biggest ones, $270, and ConvertKit, $29. Thumbnails, the cost of having all my YouTube thumbnails. So YouTube income is there, look, $439. So YouTube sits under karlbrobin.com. So my total outlay was $400.64. So that means karlbrobin.com made an official profit of $3,375.89. So, which is fantastic. Look at the increase in this. So January, $1,800, February, $2,100, March, $3,375. And spoiler alert, I think April is going to be even more that. I've got an inkling already that April might break the $4,000. So you can see the total income for Q1 from karlbrobin.com, $7,356, which is fantastic. Okay, so this is website number 6. This is my chess website. So it's mrscheckmate.com if you want to go check it out. Not really done anything on this website, although the traffic is massively up. It's 21% up. It's actually doing really well. It's not making many sales yet because I've really not targeted them. I bought this website because I wanted to test out some Ezoic ads and I wanted to test a few things on it. And now I've done that, I've really kind of no need for this website. It is for sale. If anybody is interested in buying this, have a look at it. It's there, mrscheckmate.com. Email me at karl@karlbrobin.com. And if you're interested, make me an offer. Let's see if we can talk. But because it's not a niche I'm interested in, you have to be interested in it. And I know nothing about chess, and I'm finding it difficult for me to build up the enthusiasm to write about it. Although it is a nicely aged domain, which is why I bought it, and it does get good traffic. And as you can see, organic traffic is 21% up. So there is a lot of potential. But you can see here, it only brought in $2.38 in sales, and I spent $17 on it. So With the cost of what the website cost me, plus content I added on it, I did add a bunch of content on it. Currently, I'm sitting at a loss of around $500 plus the cost of the website. So I'm probably into this website currently for about $1,400. And website number 7 is a fishing website. I'm not releasing the exact domain to this, but just it's within the fishing niche. And you can see here traffic is up 2,650 organic searches, which is 1,250 visitors up on February. 27% increase. Now, I think this is because of seasonality. Obviously, we've gone through Christmas and the winter months. So we're now coming up to possibly the fishing season. So we should start seeing some real good traffic growth on this. It's a DA of 12. It's got 86 backlinks on it. Now, not all of them are good backlinks, so I think probably only 20 of them are really strong links. It is seasonal, but like I say, it is picking up now. The domain age is 10 months and 17 days old, and it's currently got 41 posts on it. It's a beautiful website. It looks incredible. Some people say it's quite an old-fashioned style, but I actually love it, and I think it reads very, very well, especially on mobile devices. And I think it's a real good opportunity. I think I could simply add a load of content on this. It needs some informational content. It's very much buyer intent focused. And I think if we get some informational posts on here, then it will send the traffic over to some of the buyer intent keywords. And I think it would do really well. I did only start tracking it. Like I said, the website was transferred to me and I didn't transfer the Google Analytics across. So I only added the analytics in January, hence it just starts from mid-January. And you can see a nice steady growth since I've owned the site. I have added a few pieces of content on it, and like I said, they are starting to now rank, and I will see this traffic increasing. It gets around 60 or 70 visits a day. I can easily see it getting 200 or 300 visits a day with the content that it's gone on there, and the pretty high priced items, so I think we'll see some really good commissions. And in fact, if you look on the spreadsheet on the right hand side, you can see we got $48.88, and I think that was from 2 purchases. So that's all, 2 purchases, and it made nearly $50. So there is a lot of potential here. So you can see in the expenses, not a lot of expenses because the content that I did add, I wrote myself. So you can see we've only $19 in expenses. So we made $29 profit. So overall for the quarter, $28.44. Like I said, the next 6 or 7 months is fishing season, so I think this will start to increase. And you can see in the bottom corner, a lot of green numbers on there. Our average position of 27.78 in a very competitive niche is getting lower and lower and lower. So we have a lot of content that's rapidly improving each day, and that number, average position, is coming down. If you can get that within an average position of 7, 8, or 9, it means pretty much everything they've got is on page 1. So if you look, we've got 40 articles in the top 100, we've 29 in the top 30, we've 17 in the top 10, and we have 2 in the top 3 positions. So pretty good, promising signs on this. Okay, so you can see this is website number 8. This is a joint venture. So this is a website I've been building with a friend of mine, so everything is split 50-50. And you can see the traffic, not much traffic to write home about yet, 166 visitors, 58 articles on the site, which is 8 more than it had in February. The first article was only published in November, so it's still in the Google Sandbox. It's only 5 months old. All we're going to do is going to let it sit now until it comes out the Google Sandbox and then make some judgments whether this niche is working. However, the last few days we've seen some glimmer of hope, some signs of improvement, and with 64,000 words on there now, I think it's a good tester for this niche. So we'll see in the next month or 2 when we come out of the Google Sandbox what the effect is. It should start to climb pretty rapidly now. If it doesn't, then we'll reassess whether this is a good niche for us to continue with. And if not, we'll end up selling and flipping this website. If it is a good niche, then we'll just throw a load more content on there. So you can see no income whatsoever in the first 4 months. And you can see the expenses. Again, not a lot of expenses. Our initial purchase of content in January is what we've added through February and through March. So not a lot of expense there. And you can see, I'm just going to skip to the bottom right hand corner, it's still in negative of $392.73. So this is an interesting one. This is site number 9. This is within the niche of herbs and spice, and it's called spiceplates.com. If you want to go check it out, please feel free to do so. All the content you see on there was not written by me. This is how I purchased the site. It's got 11 articles on there. It's got a very small DA of 3. The site is 11 months old, almost 12 months old. Now I'm going to use this site to test conversion.ai. So I'm going to build this site with the artificial intelligence software that writes content for you. If you've not seen that, you have to go check it out. It is fascinating. Whether you believe in conversion AI, whether you think it's a load of rubbish, garbage, whatever, don't judge it until you've tried it. I find it hit and miss with certain things, but the certain things it hits, it is brilliant. So I'm going to play around with it some more. I'm going to add a load of content on this website just using the conversion.ai. Again, affiliate link in the description if you want to go check that out. You can actually get 10,000 free credits if you use my link. So you can play around with it for free. It's not going to cost you anything. So in next month's video, I will hopefully have the Google Analytics connected to this and we can start to see some traffic. Like I say, I'll add another 20 articles to this. So we should have 30, 35 articles on this within the next couple of months. And we'll see what traffic it has. Like I say, it's a little bit of an aged domain. So we should see some instant traffic. So if you look at the revenue, nothing coming in and a little bit of expenditure going out. So basically, I'm into this website for the cost of the website, which was only $40 and a little bit of content. So I'm $50 into this and I've got a website that I can build and play around with, which is, it's happy days. It's good fun. Next slide, not a lot to show you. This is website number 10. Again, this is a joint venture. The site is under construction, so more information to come. It is a pretty big project. It is very similar to the Mega website, but it's a joint venture, so the cost will be split. So this is going to be a pretty interesting experience, but I will bring you more information on this as soon as I can. So this slide shows you my affiliate income from old sites. So this is old sites that I may have sold or still have some of my affiliate links floating around in there. And believe it or not, year after year, these websites still bring some income. Some of them considerably decent income. So you can see here I have a total income from all these old sites of $311. Now, some of these are Facebook groups that I might still have built and still own, and I often share some links in there. And that's where some of this income comes from. But in March, $318 from old websites. So this is a slide I'll be using for sale of websites. So as I've said, there's a couple of websites for sale at the minute. MrsChessmate.com is for sale. I am possibly selling my hutchoncage.com, but no income on here at the moment because in 2021 I've not sold a website. Last year, if you remember, I did sell fishkeepingforever.com for a decent chunk of money. And that would have been on that last year's income reports. But this year, not sold any sites as yet. So this is the one you've all been waiting for. This is the total P&L. So you can see, so quarter one is notoriously slow for affiliate marketing. 3 of my websites are actually seasonal. In fact, 4 of them are pretty much new as well. So to have an income of $15,000 in Q1 from a very quiet month with a lot of new websites is very, very good. I'm over the moon and thrilled about that. Now, my income should greatly increase when my Mega website obviously gets out of the sandbox. $20,000 of investment in that website, so it should start to see some returns. So I would expect Q2, Q3, and especially Q4 to see my overall affiliate incomes, basically my entire portfolio income, to increase. Also, the sale of Hutch and Cage might be on hold. I'm not sure yet. I really just want to, I know this website's going to explode. I know this website could be a 5,000-6,000 a month website, could even be 10,000 a month website. I know it has the potential to do that. So I'm still holding on to it at the moment because I've just thrown a lot of content and a lot of web stories and a lot of Pinterest pins at it. And I want to see the effects. I want to see also the core update in May that Google releases. I want to see if it has a positive or a negative effect. I would hate to sell Hutch and Cage to somebody and that core update have a negative effect on it. I don't think that would be fair to the new buyer and I wouldn't put anybody through that. So I'll hold on to it until after the core update. Fingers crossed we see the traffic double or triple. That would be amazing. And then I will sell the site. But if it doesn't and it drops, then I will build it back up by adding more content. So I'm going to wait and hold off until that core update happens. Then we'll see what happens. But you can see on the right hand side there, my total income was actually $20,286 in Q1. I spent $15,000, so I actually had a total income of $4,898 to take home, spend, pay my bills, my mortgage, etc. So this slide shows you a couple of projects I've got and offers I've got. I will try and bring you one every month. Like I say, on the left-hand side, Link Whisper, get 20% off if you purchase Link Whisper. It does end on the 10th of April, so you do need to move pretty quick with that one. And on the right-hand side is the Conversion AI that I mentioned before. If you use my affiliate link in the description, you can get 10,000 credits to play around with. And there is a 7-day money-back guarantee. So you can play around with it for free. And then if you purchase it and you use it for a month or two and you don't like it, you can cancel the subscription and there's no cost. So it is worth having a go at. It is fascinating. You either love it or hate it. And lastly, YouTube. Just wanted to show you this because it is part of my affiliate income. And you can see on the left-hand side, steady growth, although it does plateau out. I seem to make the same amount on YouTube every month, no matter how many videos I publish. It is going up slightly, but I think that's because the RPM and the playback. So $13.96 is what I get for every time 1,000 people view my videos. And you can see on the right-hand side, that equated to $467 in March. So it is an increase, it is going up, but I am enjoying it, it is fun, and I hope you guys are enjoying me publishing these videos. And just to show you what a video makes, you can see in the top there, one of my most successful videos made $134, which is not to be sniffed at. I'm really pleased with that. But look at some of the other ones. These are some of my top earning videos. You know, $70, $60, $60, $59. So for the amount of time it takes to make a video, which is pretty much a full day for me to make one video, I'm making around $50 or $60. So it's not hugely profitable compared to my websites, but it is enjoyable and it is building my brand up. And I hope you guys are enjoying the videos. Okay, so there you go. As you can see, a fantastic month. Again, March was really, really good for me. The best thing about March was just the promising signs. Everything seems to be like on the upward trajectory. I know we have the big Google core update that's due in the next month or two. And obviously everybody is holding their breath, wondering what that's going to bring. And again, we'll see. But a lot of my websites are quite new and they're just starting to come up that trend. So I don't think they're going to get hit. Fingers crossed, I'm hoping my pet website is not going to get hit. That's my biggest income earner from a single website. But I actually think I've prepped that website really well. I've not done any spammy backlinks or anything. It's all organic and natural. And I've added a ton of content on there. I've put some web stories on there. We've pushed the Pinterest page on there. So technically, I think I've done everything right. And that website should go up. I'm hoping it gets a real big spike in traffic. I've seen some other pet websites that I've been keeping my eye on, and through some past updates over the last year or 24 months, they have seen some big spikes at certain points. And this website is yet to really have one. You know, well over 300 articles on there, heading up to 400 articles. And yes, the traffic is steadily growing, but I've not had that real rocket ship effect yet. And I do think it's due on that website. So stay tuned for April's income report, and hopefully we'll see that rocket ship effect on the traffic. So fingers crossed, but I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope it does inspire you. I bring these income reports out to educate and to inspire. It's not to brag or boast or anything. You know, this is a game that's really, really difficult if you're not doing well. It's hard to keep that motivation up. And I used to find motivation in watching other people's income reports. So I hope I'm doing the same for you. So if you're new to the channel and you like this income report, subscribe to the channel please, and do give the video a thumbs up. But for now, I'll see you in the next video.